السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good morning, my dear third grade students. I hope you are well. Today, we are going to revise some grammar from Unit 1 about rules of adding ing to verbs.
So, we'll start off with the easy one. Most regular verbs, we simply add ing to the infinitive. We add ing to the base verb. Example. So, the verb carry becomes carrying, ing. Sing, we say singing, and drink, drinking. So, quite easy. Just add ing to the end of the verb. So, verbs that end in a silent E, we delete the E, so we remove the letter E, and we add ing. For example, write with an E at the end, so this E is silent, we don't hear the letter E, and when we want to create the ing form, we remove the E and then we add ing. So you can see there's no letter E here, the E has been deleted. Observe, observing. Explode, exploding. Verbs ending in the letters IE. This is a slightly different rule. This time we change the IE to Y and then we add ing. So we go from die becomes dying and tie becomes tying. So we can see here, this is the IE, we remove the IE, we change it to a Y, and then we add ing. Verbs ending in E, this is easy again, we just add the letters ing. So see becomes seeing and free becomes freeing. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated. So verbs that end in a single vowel and then a single consonant except W, X and Y. If it is a single syllable verb, so if the verb just has one syllable, just one sound, then we double the consonant and then we add ing. Example. Run becomes running and we double the N, so we add the N and then we add ing. Sit becomes sitting, we double the T, and cut becomes cutting, we double the letter T. So here we say verbs ending in a single vowel. Well, here the single vowel is the letter U. There's just one vowel at the end. And the single consonant is the letter N. And it isn't a letter W, X or Y. So we follow this rule here. So we double the letter N and we add ing. Here we say except W, X or Y. So if it was a verb ending in a single vowel and a single letter W, for example, then we just add ing. We do not double the consonant. An example would be the verb row, R-O-W, like to row a boat. There the ing would be rowing, and it would be a single letter W, R-O-W-I-N-G. Now, a similar rule, again, verbs ending in a single vowel and a single consonant, except W, X and Y. But this time, the verbs we are looking at have two syllables, so they have two parts, two sounds to the verb. So the rules are slightly different here. If the second syllable is stressed. What do we mean by stressed? Well, if a syllable is stressed, then the sound, that syllable is stronger. So we hear that syllable longer than a syllable which is not stressed. So if the second syllable is stressed, we double the consonant and we add ing. Example. Admit becomes admitting. So we double the consonant, we double the letter T, and we add ing. Commit becomes committing. We add a letter T, we double the letter T, and we add ing. And finally, verbs that end in a letter C, okay, we add king to the verb, to the infinitive. So we have panic becomes panicking, king, and mimic becomes mimicking. Alright, so that is the end of all the rules and exceptions. It might look a little bit intimidating. There are quite a few rules and exceptions, but let me tell you, most of them are quite easy. Most cases you will see, you will just add ing, in fact. Okay, that is probably 90% of the verbs are in fact regular. So do not worry too much. But it is important to know these rules, particularly when you are writing, because when you are speaking, when you're pronouncing them, it's the same. You're just saying ing at the end. But it's really important when you're writing. So we're going to finish with some exercises for you. There are 8 questions here for you to do, and I'm going to ask you to put the following verbs in the correct ing form. So, an example, the verb fit, the answer would be fitting. Okay, so now I'm going to give you 8 questions. I will display the question first, and then there will be 10 seconds for you before the answer appears in red. So if 10 seconds is not long enough for you, you can pause the video before the answer appears. Okay? So you'll probably need some pen and paper. Okay, so let's start. Question 1. dreaming. So this is just a regular verb, and so we just add ing at the end. Question 2. Trafficking. The verb ends in C, so we add king to the end. Question 3. Gambling. Gamble at the end has a silent E. It has a letter E that we do not hear. And so we delete the letter E and then we add ing. Question 4. Lie becomes lying. The verb ends in the letters I and E. So we change the IE to Y and then we add ing. Question 5. Preferring. So the verb ends in a single vowel, a single consonant, which is not a letter W, X or Y. There are 2 syllables, and the second syllable is stressed. So we say prefer. We don't say prefer. We say prefer. So that means we have to double the consonant. We have to double the letter R, and then we add ing. So we have double R, ing, preferring.
Thank you for watching. See you soon and goodbye.